Hey everybody, it has been a wild year of ministry, to say the least. But as your church has reopened, as we've navigated this COVID pandemic, here's what I'm quite certain of. You've had some first-time guests at your church. There's been this sort of fruit basket upset that we call COVID, and you've had some people that have visited your church that haven't been a part of your church prior to COVID. And so a question I often get asked, and it's a question that we here at Calvary have wrestled with, is this: how do you keep first-time guests coming back? And today in this video, I want to share with you 4 simple ways that you might keep those first-time guests coming back. Now, we don't claim to know everything here at Calvary, but I think these are a couple of ways that just might help. The first way you can keep first-time guests coming back is this: acknowledge them. Acknowledge them. Every time my colleague or I get up front on a Sunday morning, we say something to this effect. We say, hey, if you're a first-time guest with us today, we want you to know we are so glad you're here. In fact, we want you to know that our prayer today is that today is not your last time with us. You gotta acknowledge them. Acknowledging that they're a first-time guest lets them know that you expect that they'll be there with you, that you've set a table, and they are welcome at that table. The second thing I want to suggest you do is this: thank them. Thank them for being with you. Again, each Sunday we say something like this from the front. Hey, and if you're a first-time guest with us today, we want to say thank you. We are so grateful that you are with us. In fact, if you are a first-time guest with us today, we want you to stop at the welcome desk on your way out today, because we've got a gift for you. We want to thank you and show our gratitude that you took the time to be with us today. You see, thank them. I don't know if you remember the first time you were at a church all by yourself and you didn't know anyone. It is an intimidating experience. And so we want to thank people for being there with us as first-time guests. The third thing we invite you to do is to consider and to think carefully about how it is you follow up with those first-time guests. For us, when we offer them that thank you gift, we ask that they simply provide us with their name, their email address, and their phone number. Their name, their email address, and phone number. And beginning on Monday morning, we reach out to them. We might send them an email the next 3 Mondays. We might send them a text message, or we might even give them a phone call just to say, hey, we're glad you're with us. Do you have any questions? If they have kids, we might introduce them to the student minister on staff. If they're interested in getting involved in music or service ministry, we might connect them with the people involved in those ministries. You see, you want to follow up and you want to think carefully about how you do that. Number 4, fourth and final, is that you want to invite them over the coming weeks to take a next step a step into greater intimacy in your church. That might be a step into a service team, or it might be a step to get their kids involved in a small group in kids ministry. It might be just a baby step of, hey, come to this next step gathering. There are a bunch of people just like you who are new to our church. We'd love to share a little bit more about what's going on here. You want to take them from the big setting of worship into a more intimate setting where they can get to know some names and others can get to know them. Hey folks, I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you found it helpful, would you hit the little thumbs up? You can also hit the bell so you subscribe to our channel and you'll get notifications about other videos. Or if you have questions either about this video or other questions about ministry in general, why don't you go ahead and put them in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you.